Hello and welcome to Super Metroid Any%. This is a very, very technical game and an amazingly fun speedrun. We will be bringing you Old Route, the Natural Boss Order, Kraid, Phantoon, Dragon, then Ridley, and we hope to bring you an amazing run. So let's go! Thank you everybody for the luck. So this is Series. In Series, we are going to be running forward as fast as possible, and then we're going to take 5 hits from Ridley's tail, which will cause Ridley to drop the baby Metroid, attack the station, and that will set off the escape timer. So let's hope for an excellent Series time. So, right after we take damage, we are going to be entering the series escape sequence, and the goal for that is always to get a better time than TASBot. That is always, always, always the goal, and we will see whether we're able to do that today. So right here, you're going to see our arms flailing around wildly. Each time that we press L or R, we will be pushed forward 1 pixel while walking. So that will just let us run a little bit faster. And that's one of the more annoying techniques in the game, we have to say. Okay. That is an acceptable series. So yeah, this is a wonderful, wonderful game. People have been pushing this game down for so long. There are so many wonderful techniques in this category, and we absolutely, absolutely love it, and we are super happy to be able to show this off to everybody, so we hope that everybody's as excited to watch it as we are to show this off. Series Station demonstrating a common problem with Samus. If you let Samus onto your space station or planet, it's probably going to get blown up. So if you want to keep your planet, do not let Samus go onto it. So coming up, you're going to see in the next 2 rooms a technique called Moonfall. With Moonwalk, we can do a jump, which will allow us to gain infinite uncapped fall speed. That'll save us about 4 seconds in this room. And you can see the graphics will mess up a little bit. The graphics do mess up a little bit when you're moving faster than 15 pixels per frame. So coming up on this item, we are going to need help from chat to tell us what this item is. So all of these rooms are very straightforward, but also very, very technical. The jumps here are very precise, and the segment up until bombs is generally the segment that people have played the most, so have the best gold on. So everybody definitely pushes this segment down really hard just because they reset so much. So coming here, we're going to aim for, we got pitless forward, we're going to be aiming for reverse pitless, which is trickier because there's pirates in our way now. We'll see if we can do that. And then the room after this is called the Climb. It is one of the most technical rooms in the game. Very, very difficult to do well. And advice from Wild Anaconda, if you want to maintain the use of your hands, do not grind out the climb. Very useful advice. Unfortunately, grinding out the climb is a lot of fun. So we're going to be coming up on our Bomb Chorizo fight. Bomb Chorizo is going to take 5 beam shots and 7 missiles, hopefully. That is always the goal there. The jump into ball is one of the many things in this segment which is very technical and becomes very natural over time. So coming up next is Alcatraz Escape. The trick to Alcatraz Escape is that after you do the last wall jump, you only need to press down once to morph. You do not, out of a wall jump, you will only need to press jump once to morph. Coming up as Terminator, we're going to do a very specific setup, and that's gonna let us shoot the first 3, and then we're going to go missile P missile. Talking about it, we got a little bit ahead of ourselves. No Bomb Chorizo skip. So Bomb Chorizo skip on NTSC is definitely tacit for me. Even if you could do a perfect 30 hertz mash of L or R, you still only have a 50-50 of getting it. And that's just pure RNG. So it's absolutely tacit only. So the next trick coming up is that we're gonna be grabbing supers early, allowing us to skip Spore Spawn. So that's going to be a muck ball, a fast morph ball, and by morphing at the right time, with the right inputs, we're going to be able to keep our run speed in morph. And these are the supers allowing us to skip the DLC boss. So the next item we're going to be grabbing is Charge Beam. Big pink, kind of an annoying room. And with the charge beam will carry us through most of the game, because we definitely do not we want to pick up as little ammo as possible, which means relying very heavily on Charge Beam. In the room after this, we're going to mock ball at the beginning, and it's going to let us get underneath the first hopper, and then we're going to shoot the second hopper with Charge Beam. And then shoot the gate, and then do a deboost, and use the iframe to get past the third hopper. So a lot going on in just this tiny room. So close. So close. So coming up here is where the route divergence starts. If you're doing new routes, you would go up the red tower, which is a world record route. You go up the red tower, but we're doing a much safer, the old world record route. Old route. So we're going down the red tower and we're going to kill a Kraid first. And that means, killing Kraid first will give us a lot more equipment to work with for Ridley. Which just makes the whole thing so much safer. So the next trick that we're going to be doing is the Kraid quick entrance. We're going to shoot out all 3 super blocks, so we can just run right through there. And let's see if we can pull it off. And we are successfully able to pull it off. So coming up is going to be the Kraid quick kill. We're going to be shooting 2 missiles and 3 supers, and trying to kill Kraid before Kraid can stand up. So here's to hoping that we can nail this trick. Always a really important trick for a run. Always a very tricky trick. That looked very sketchy, but we got it. We got it. Unfortunately, this missile count is not very good. This missile count is not very good, and with what we're planning on doing, we're just going to accept that we're going to be one super short. Because we do want to grab the crate we're going to be grabbing the crate E-tank as a safety. And that safety. And the safety that we're going to be grabbing here will allow us to provide much higher quality commentary rather than being terrified of dying the entire run. After this, we're going to be going to Norfair, and we're just going to be really grabbing Speed Booster, High Jump, Speed Booster, and Wave. And there's the super, there's the extra super that we wanted. So we're doing wonderfully, resource-wise. So first we're going to be going down to get High Jump. Falling in the business center, we're going to try to fall down without bonking any platforms, and that is way harder than it looks. Falling in this game is incredibly difficult. As you can see there. Not easy to do at all. That was a swag kill. So we're coming up in this run, we're going to try and shoot out all the blocks with one shot. Really hard to do, so not surprised that it took us 2 shots. And then we're going to go grab the missiles, and we're going to head straight over to, Speed Booster. Coming up is a Cathedral segment, and that's a really interesting segment. If you hold Item Cancel and hit Item Select, you'll end up with a flashing select of missiles, and that would mean that you can shoot one missile and you'll immediately go back to a P-shot. So we're going to, and the Disc Gigas in the next room die to 1 P-shot and 1 missile, so we're going to use that to save a couple missiles. So this room is incredibly awkwardly shaped, which makes this techniques to do it really wonderful. So we're going to go for Upper Rising Tide here. We're probably not going to get it, but we're going to go for it. Close enough. So King Kak at the top of this mountain is one of the hardest bosses in the game. Definitely one of the enemies which tries to snipe you always. You've successfully managed to not be sniped. So, we're going to grab Speed Booster, grab Wave Beam, and then we're going to head straight up to Meowtoon. So here we go with the Speed Booster. We're gonna go for 1 farm, and then we're just gonna head down. Nice. That is actually really good. A really good amount of supers. We are very happy with that. Had a massive sneeze, successfully managed to mute our mic, and play the room perfectly while we were sneezing. Quite proud of that. So jump over these spikes, just don't get booped by snipe. Don't get booped by snipe. by spikes, getting pooped by spikes is bad. On the way back, we're going to attempt to jump all over the spikes again, just so we can not take any damage. With the extra E-tank that we grabbed, we have all the health in the world. Barely pulled it off, but successfully pulled it off. Okay, that was a cool backup. We'd seen that backup used once, we've never actually practiced it. So it always makes us really happy when something in a run works, when we didn't practice it. We never practiced it to begin with. Getting to the point where you can just see things and copy them feels really, really, really good. And there's so much in this game that we can see but can't copy just because they're so technical. So that is full health. And that extra this is a segment where the extra E-tank matters the most. Because from right here up until our next E-tank, every bit of health that we can save matters. Every bit of health matters a lot. So coming up is the red tower. At the top of the red tower, we're going to be going for a down grab. We're going to be doing a very precise jump. And we've been known to miss it many times in a row, so here's to hoping that we can get it. We will not be disappointed at all if we miss it. We estimate like maybe a 50% chance that we can get it. One of many 50-50 tricks, but here's to hoping that we can. Yes! Yes! We got it! That feels so good! That feels so good. Getting chomped on by the Samus Eater. That feels so good every time. That feels so good every time. Oh yeah, I guess that there's no charity associated with this, so we're gonna need chat's help deciding whether to save the animals or not. So coming up, save. Coming up here is going to be Phantoon. Or coming up here first is, we're going to be shine sparking across the moat and the ocean. So, after we shine spark across the ocean, we're going to be heading to Phantoon. And at Phantoon, we are going to be attempting to do a 2-round Phantoon kill. The first one we're going to be doing the X Factor, a special beam attack that you can do with Wave by having a power bomb selected, which will spawn 4 particles that go in towards you with an X pattern. And we will be aiming to have all 4 hit Phantoon, which will set up a nice solid 2-round. Speedball into Phantoon. Always a beautiful trick. So the reason why we don't go for Ocean Fly is because Ocean Fly for us usually turns into Ocean Swim, which is not fun for anybody. So Phantoon can either open his eye after either 1... Unfortunately, we missed that. Phantoon can open his eye after either 1, 6, or 11 seconds. And fast, mid, or slow. And because we want to go fast, we always want fast, fast. Fast, fast are what everybody wants. So definitely not the best Phantoon fight, but we didn't die. We didn't die, and we have all the health in the world, even before drops appear. And that's the point of the extra E-Tank. There's so much extra health right here. So we're gonna shoot these blocks in a very specific ways that we so we can just morph. Unfortunately, we missed it. But that's a fine backup. Lots and lots and lots of very tricky tricks in this game. So even if we're missing half of them, we're still doing wonderful. Even if we're missing half of them, it's still a good run. So coming up in the attic, so these jumps right here are way harder than they look. So coming up in the attic, we're going to be attempting a speed keep, which is just wonderful to look at, very hard to pull off, but definitely the swaggiest strat that is used in every top tier old route run. And it's very, very, very difficult to pull off. So we're very happy that we got that. Coming up is going to be a trick called Bowling Spark. We're going to see if we can pull that off. Far from guaranteed, but we're going to try. This actually is good, we think. Yes, yes, we pulled off Bowling Spark. Let's go. Let's go. So now we have about 30 seconds, so 30 more seconds for us to be only reading chat and listening to all your votes on whether or not we save the animals. Unfortunately, this Chozo is not particularly fast. So after this, we're going to be picking up our gravity, and we can go from there. So we're going to be doing a moonfall out of here. There's a way that you can actually run through the gravity suit. And so we do a moonfall, so we can shoot the door after we pick up gravity, specifically to avoid run through gravity, because that's a tragic way to lose a run. So we're going to be attempting a mock ball to jump over the boat. Oh, we actually would have gotten it. We didn't think we were good for that. Ooh, that was damage that we did not want to take. That was super unfortunate. We went for a swaggy strat there and missed it, so we have 50 less HP than we would, but we should still be completely fine. The super count is not amazing, so we need to farm all the supers along the way. That's not a problem. Double deboost Hellway coming up right here. The second deboost is surprisingly tricky. You have to very precisely control your jump height, control the height that you're getting deboosted off of. Ooh. So coming up here, we're going to be entering Meridia, and the next boss that we have coming up is Botwoon. The absolute worst hitbox in the game. Absolute worst hitbox in the game. Oops. Jumped a little bit early. It happens. So as we leave this room, we're going to be trying to jump in the very last frame. Unfortunately, we jumped too late, so we didn't get it. But that would have let us run up here. Ooh. So we're trying to spark up Mount Everest. We have all the health in the world right now, thanks to that magical safety E-Tank that we grabbed. Gonna make everything so much easier in this segment. So So we're gonna try to X-Factor Bot Wound just as his head appears. And let's see how well we can pull this off. Bot Wound is a useless snake. Bot Wound really is a useless snake. That was one of the best Bot Wound kills we've ever gotten. Super, super, super happy with that. That was legit one of the best Bot Wound kills we've ever gotten. If we could get a Bot Wound kill like that every time, we'd be amazingly happy. So coming up is a trick called the Full Halfie. We'll get it maybe about half the time. So, won't be disappointed if we fail it, but definitely have to go for it. It saves about 7 seconds. This looks good. This looks good. Heck yes, let's go. Let's go. That feels so good to get every time. It's so precise, so easy to miss. It takes... It's just so easy to miss. So here we're going to be trying to hit Dragon with the X Factor as it opens, and then do a 3 Shine Spark kill. So let's hope for good luck here. Good. 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 No. Okay. That was not the Dragon kill that we wanted, but we'll take it. We'll take it. So we're really glad that we grabbed that extra E-Tank, because Dragon is one of those fights where it can go really wrong if your health gets too low. You don't die, but you go incredibly slowly, so having that extra E-Tank definitely, we'd say having that extra E-Tank definitely has saved us time over this run, and would save us time over the average run. So, coming up next, we're going to be grabbing the Plasma Beam. That is by far the most important beam in the game. The Plasma Beam alone does more damage than Ice Wave Phaser combined, so very powerful. Very important to the run. Heck. So in the Plasma Room, the standing pirates are only vulnerable to plasma shots. The wall pirates are vulnerable to just about anything, so we're gonna... Each of the pirates will die in 2 shots, so we're gonna lay a power bomb, which will hit the wall pirates, which will hit each of the wall pirates once. And that means that we can kill them with just 1 shot. The Plasma... This room is a complete mess because you have to kill things on the left side and the right side and then exit. So hopefully we can do this. Unfortunately, we're past all the enemies that can be microwaved, all the bosses that can be microwaved, so no microwave. Did we mention that this room is a complete mess? So we are full missiles now, and that is very good. That is very good. If you have full missiles, missile drops will be converted to health drops. So being full missiles now will give 50% more health drops from Ridley, which is just really useful. So we're gonna hold it to charge so I can get a bunch of run speed through this door. So that we can just space jump through this room. Our health and our resources are wonderful. Our health, we're just gonna grab a health refill on the way to Lower Norfair. So everything is wonderful. Kojak to super. Kojacking supers is an important part of playing the game. So our very last ice beam upgrade is going to be the ice beam coming up right here. At the end of the room, we're going to do a jump into a morph so we can bounce through the next room. And that is going to set up so much. And we just really, really like this strat. It just looks so pretty. Just bouncing through here so quickly. Heck. 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 We're gonna attempt a mock ball here. So we will be taking lower routes so we can grab the health refill. We're gonna farm one of the Disgigas for a power bomb along the way. And that's just to give us more leniency with another trick. So we're gonna be attempting a moonball here. Moonball success. Moonball is such a swag trick. One of the swaggiest tricks in the game. And here's a health refill that we are going to grab. Not strictly necessary, but we'll be able to provide much higher quality commentary if we're not constantly worried about dying, so there's that. Coming up, we're gonna go for the chronic boost, a boost off of one of the orbs in this room. And we're gonna see if we can pull it off. It's very difficult, so we won't be disappointed if we can't. Okay, we had the deboost, but we didn't finish it off, so that happens. That happens. And here we are, going straight to Lower Norfair. So the very first trick in Lower Norfair is that we're going to be holding a charge shot through the door to shoot the pirates to reduce lag and get a drop. And then after that, we're going to be charging a short charge to try and boost for fast pillars. We want that power bomb. And just like that, fast pillars. So coming up here, we're going to manipulate. We're going to freeze the pirate and stand on it. So the way that freeze works is actually really, really cool. It turns out that when you shoot at a pirate, the pirate will put its claw up in front of its face, which actually extends the pirate's hitbox horizontally. And that allows you to hit it exactly once with plasma, because plasma can hit enemies multiple times, and hitting it twice would kill it. So we actually do pirate hitbox manipulation to freeze it in the worst room in the game. Killing those key hunters with lag reduction. And in this room, we're gonna use plasma to just run through all the pirates. We're just gonna run through not all the pirates, we're gonna run through all the Disgigas just by using plasma to hitbox through them. One of the wonderful properties of plasma. Using iframes to clip through that. So we're gonna go for the double here. So let's see if we can pull that off. Ah! we actually didn't have spin, so can't space jump through this room quickly. So coming up is Ridley. Ridley is going to be 20 charge shots to kill. So I'm going to just try and take out Ridley as fast as possible. With Plasma Beam and this much health, it's going to be a very, very easy fight. Potential acid bath to dodge Ridley. Ridley's dead, but just need to get grabbed. There we go. That was a quick kill on Ridley too. So with all this health, we can very, very easily escape. No need to grab the E-Tank. So let's go. Let's go. Just gotta get out of Lower Norfair, get to the surface of the planet again. Get to the surface of the planet again. And then go to Torian. Kill Mother Brain. And then blow up the planet. In very, very typical Samus fashion. So we're gonna get ourselves, we're gonna clip through the ceiling in this room, take a D-boost off the Disc Giga, and try and get a short charge that way. So let's see if we can pull this off. Nope, a bit too slow, unfortunately, but the clip to the ceiling worked, which is always cool. So in this one, we're just gonna try and not get hit by the Key Hunters. Plasma lets us just kind of clip through them. Yeah, and it looks like we could. We're gonna use our Pseudo Screw iframes to just run through everything here. Very, very gorgeous room here. Even when it doesn't work, it's still pretty. So in this run, we're gonna go for the triple. We're gonna try and hit all three Key Hunters with the first shot, and all three Key Hunters with the second shot to kill them. So unfortunately, that second Key Hunter was too far to the right, but the triple was really, really close, and that always feels amazing. In this room, we could use a power bomb to break these, but the power bomb creates so much lag that it's faster to just go for this. So we're gonna try to go for three. We're gonna try to kill the CAC and 2 waivers with missiles. And that gives us some lag reduction, which is always awesome. These resources are amazing. We are full supers after all this. Full supers after all this. There were several paths to G4, one up the Red Tower, one back past Spore Spawn, and one up Meridia. Up Meridia is the fastest way, so we're gonna go that way. Let's see if we can get a cool swag down grab here. We actually can. That is a really, really tricky trick, but it looked like we had a good setup, so we decided to go for swag, and it totally worked. So let's go. Let's go. We want to enter the door in the middle here. One thing which we didn't talk about is door transitions. A door has to center every time before it actually lets you through. So you can see this one's probably going to be a bit off. Yep. We know what happened there. In new route, you want to jump through the door about there. But in old route, you're coming in from a different angle, so you want to jump through a different section of the door. And that sort of stuff is why you always want to have as many supers as possible. That gate wanted to tromp in as many supers as it could, and it's managed to steal 3 of them before we got it. That gate is the final boss of the game. Okay, so coming with the next one, we're gonna do 2 space jumps. We're gonna do 2 space jumps and then a mock ball to break the blocks. We're gonna shoot the door and do a mock ball, and the mock ball here will get us a much better door transition. So one of the most annoying places where death can happen is coming up in the next room, the first Metroid room. And that's just a place that you can die. That's just a place you can die anytime. Here comes Torian. Managed to get at least 1 HPJ across there before time ran out. 4 Metroid rooms, a cuddly baby, and then another brain. And then we get to blow up a planet. Because it wouldn't be a Metroid game if we didn't get to blow up a planet or space station. We guess that there's one game where instead of blowing up a planet, you just eradicate an entire species. So we're gonna group all these in the first room. That was actually 1 health. We do have backup saves, but one we could try and continue with this health and ammo. What do you say, chat? Do we just go for it? If we can get this baby skip, do we just go for it and use a safety save if needed? If we can get baby skip. Do it? Heck yes, we'll do it. We'll do it and go for a safety save if we need to. All we need to do is not mess up, and we good. There we go. We have 20 health that we can tank at Mother Brain. We've been practicing low ice this week, so we have a decent chance of being able to do this successfully. This is a 20-shot Mother Brain. Low ice is a 200-shot Mother Brain, so hopefully we should be able to do this. There we go. That is the Mother Brain that all of you wanted. That is the Mother Brain that all of you wanted. We successfully pulled it off. 3 health to spare here. 4 health Mother Brain. 1 health Metroid 1. Let's go. Let's go. So the switch to the red beam was actually really tricky. The fact that she shot onions at us at the same time was exactly what happened to Becky earlier today, so we are super glad that we managed to survive that. That could have easily just killed us. So, let's go. That was a highly successful Torian. Turns out that extra health is entirely optional. You just need barely enough to survive, and then you're good. And then we're good. Easy game. So coming up here, this is going to be 36 rainbow beam shots against Mother Brain, and then we get to blow up a planet. Then we get to blow up a planet. Pew pew pew. We are saving the animals. Chat wanted us to save animals, so we are saving animals. Chat donated their votes towards save. Hold shot here for a momentum keep. Not necessary, but it makes it slightly easier. The input's slightly easier. This room is amazing. This entrance is amazing. Heck. Trolley game. This is easy 48 pace. Even if we do that. Swag left side spark. At least. Yeah, we're not sure if this is going to be a 48 pace with saving the animals. We've never attempted exactly how long it takes to save the animals. It happens. We went for a risky strat there knowing that it could backfire for fun, so that was entirely our own doing, and we are completely okay with everything, completely okay with that bomb. We consider that to be a very risky strat, and would never go for that on PB days. But 49-11 with animals saved. We will take that. We will totally take that. That was an amazing run. We hope that everybody had a lot of fun watching this. And yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. This run was a lot of fun to put on. We did so many things right. That Torian was so exciting. And the whole run was amazing. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and yeah, thank you for joining us, and that was a lot of fun. And we believe next we have Chex playing Nestroid, so let's give it up for Chex, world record holder for Nestroid. So here we go. We think we're gonna stay on just through the Deer Force, unless there's scheduling constraints. Deer Forces are always super important, so let's stay on for the Deer Force. Dragon was fine. We messed up Dragon. We messed up Dragon ourselves. We missed our third spark. Thank you for the GGs. We are very happy with that run. We had a lot of fun. We were nice and awake and full of energy and had a lot of fun time commentating it. And getting to do these is always so wonderful. So thank you to everybody from RGL who thank you everybody to everybody from RGL who helped put together this marathon. Everybody working behind the scenes to help with restreaming, cropping, scheduling, choosing runs. All of that is a lot of work. So huge shout outs to everybody making all of that work, dealing with audio issues. People are putting in so much time to make this entire marathon happen. So thank you so much to everybody from the RGL team. And thank you for having us. This credit music is so good. Every time it is so good. And we adore it so much. We're coming up on the Deer Force. We are coming up on the Deer Force. Here it is. Deer Force! Yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching, and next up is Nestroid. We hope you all stick around for that awesome run. And that is that. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you all next mission, and we think it's time for us to head towards intermission.